What's happening, everyone? Noah back here with another YouTube video. Here today, bring you all some more Call of Duty Mobile to the channel. Today, we are in the Season 13 test server for the game, and we're going to be showing off some of the new items that are going to be coming to the game in the next couple of days. For this video, I'm going to be focusing primarily on the MP7 submachine gun, otherwise known here in the game as the QXR. Now, I've made a very basic gunsmith build for the weapon. We're going to be running no stock, OWC laser, strike foregrip, fast reload, and granulated grip tape. I'm not really going to be messing around to find like the best build per se right now, because I am playing on phone, which is not my like comfortable native device. So we're going to be playing around with that a little bit more once the weapon is fully released in the game and I can actually play around on my iPad and find something that I'm comfortable with. But I did think it was worth mentioning that, as you guys can see here, we made a lot of changes to the weapon. You can actually change it between the default look and the gunsmith effect look, so that's just a pretty cool little feature. So this is what the default MP7 is going to look like. It looks exactly like it has in other Call of Duties. This version specifically looks like the MP7 from Modern Warfare 2019. Now, of course, we have seen the MP7 in two other Call of Duties, Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. In both of those games, the weapon did perform significantly different than how it does in the 2019 Modern Warfare version, which again is the version that looks like we're going to be having here in the game. So I'm excited to get in and see what this actually is gonna feel like. So we'll be hopping into a match in just a second. I did want to point out some of the other new items that we are going to be using here in these gameplays, and that is going to be a new specialist, the Gravity Vortex gun. Now, a few of you may have already seen this very slightly in Bobby's video. Today we're actually going to be covering it ourselves. So it's a launcher that fires vortex projectiles that distort gravity. When the vortex disappears, it causes explosive damage to everything in its path. So from my understanding, it looks like you shoot pretty much a vortex ball that sucks up any enemies that are close into it and then blows them up, and then has just like a splash damage effect to basically damage and maybe even kill or hurt enemies that are not quite in the center of the explosion but nearby. So very interesting and unique operator skill that we're going to be seeing. And then we do have a new tactical, and it's going to be the gas grenade. Detonates after collision and releases continuous tear gas, causing deceleration, blurred vision, and coughing. So this is just going to be something that's really annoying and actually has the potential to, I think, kill players. I could be wrong, but it's for sure going to be annoying. So we'll definitely be throwing that at some of our opponents and maybe even walk through ourselves just so we can see what the effect is like. But that is what we're going to be focusing on here in today's video. The only other new weapon that we're not going to be covering right now is the Peacekeeper, which is actually an assault rifle here in this game. The Peacekeeper Mark II is what it is, so that actually is pretty interesting. We might see the Peacekeeper Mark I, which would be the submachine gun version, come into the game at some point, but we're not going to be covering this right now just because a few other YouTubers have already done it. So we'll probably do it in a future video, so stay on the lookout for that. Of course, if you guys want to be the first ones to get the notification whenever we do post a new video on some of this early access Season 13 content, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I was about to equip score streaks and I did just see this. So there's also a new score streak coming in the next season, and it's going to be one that we've seen in previous Call of Duties as well. It's going to be a non-lethal, and it's going to be the EMP systems, which in very small text reads: disables all enemy electronics, all items in enemy HUD will be removed, and field of vision will be affected. Enemies affected cannot use throwables, score streaks, or operator skills. So this is, like I had mentioned, something that we've seen in other Call of Duties. Maybe right now while I'm talking I can show you guys the effect of EMPs in previous CODs, but this is something that typical pub stompers back in the day would pair with the advanced UAV. So whenever it came time for them to like absolutely destroy enemies with the advanced UAV, they'd go ahead and pop the EMP system to just counter everything that the enemies have, and then pop themselves that advanced so they would know exactly where all the enemies are and then just mess them up big time. So we're gonna go ahead and equip this. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get it, since again I am playing on phone and I'm not entirely too comfortable with it yet, but it's worth a shot. So we're gonna be rocking UAV, EMP, and advanced UAV, one of like my old classic streaks tweak setups. Now that we have all that taken care of though, we're gonna go ahead and find ourselves a game of Nuketown Russia, so I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, we got our very first look here at Nuketown Russia, and I'm actually sprinting with dead silence. You guys could definitely hear the footsteps over there. So I don't know if I had mentioned this, but dead silence actually had received a nerf where when you're sprinting, your footsteps can be heard, but while walking and crouch walking, they are completely silent. So huge change coming to that perk, as you can see there. But let's see what we can go ahead and do. A Nuketown Russia snow map looking beautiful. Got some players in front of us. Let's go ahead and shoot this MP7, get a first look at how it feels in game. I got a whole lot of footsteps all behind me, so this is definitely going to be creating a new meta for sure for the game. You guys can tell I'm definitely not super fluent here on the device, but you know, go figure. Time to kill seems pretty standard, I would say, for an SMG. The weapon, considering the fact that it doesn't really have too much recoil, is very easy to control, so that's going to be a huge benefit of using this gun. Go ahead and call in this UAV. And since we are playing cranked, we're running extremely fast. Makes my FOV look crazy. But I don't think they changed the scaling of Nuketown. It's just a different design. More winter themed. I really love the look of this. It reminds me of the Black Ops 4 version of Nuketown, especially with like the buildings over there. Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable on the device. Yeah, the MP7 is very easy to control. Take it from me, someone who doesn't really play on phone all that much. If I can just kind of pick it up and go with it, more than likely you're going to be able to as well. Nice little cross map assist. We got another player close, another one here in the building. Got him sprayed up. Go ahead and take that assist as well. We're sort of just running back and forth. We're just 40 points away from this EMP. And we've got it, as well as a nice little triple. So let's go ahead and call in the EMP. So you have a new remote that you use to call it in. Sort of slows down everything and has that big boom. So everything on the opponent's like HUD and everything is about to be countered. It's like the ultimate counter UAV whenever you use one of those. Yeah, the time to kill seems pretty consistent at range as well for this weapon. So definitely MP7 is going to be a solid gun, and I can see it being in the meta. It feels like it's got a really quick time to kill at range. That could just be me not really having anything to like base compare it to, but it seems like it's killing pretty quick. Definitely, I can say without a doubt, it's easy to use, easy to control. And what is this aftermath screen? Hold up.
Soldier, get your
Adler?
ass over here.
What? Okay. Interesting. That was like the bunker from last season. That little trailer. I don't understand what just happened, but alrighty. I completely forgot to use our new operator in that match, so we'll have to go ahead and throw it on again. So let's just hop on into another game of Nuketown Russia. I did just make a quick adjustment to my HUD. That feels a little bit better for me. Let's go ahead and push that again. So we'll make sure to use the operator here in this one. We've got a hard point, second game on. A lot of opponents should be like crossing over here. Yeah, the weapon definitely feels like it's pretty consistent. Again, I'm not super fluent on phone, so the fact that I'm able to control the recoil pattern as easily as I can is a really good sign. And up close, it definitely seems like it has a relatively fast time to kill. I don't know, you guys can be the judge watching this gameplay right now, but that's just my personal feel of the gun. I'm excited because the MP7 in general is like one of my favorite guns just of all time. I personally want to own an MP7 in real life anyway, so this is really, really cool to be using it in the game. I'm glad that they brought it to COD Mobile. It was also my favorite gun back in Modern Warfare 3 as well, so again, just like huge nostalgic effect from playing all the different Call of Duties, and just in general, I really like the gun. Seems like the recoil is a little bit more up and to the left, I would say. Just judging by the feel of it, definitely seems to be that way. But once again, super easy to control. I don't think you guys are going to have any issues whatsoever using this weapon. We're about 75% of the way charged up for our new operator, so I'm excited to try that out. Got some footsteps, I think, coming up the stairs. Yeah, there he is. Got some shots on. Get that finish. We got some players behind us. That's going to be a double. Yeah, you guys can see it definitely has some pretty good ability at range. So let's go ahead and bring out the Gravity Vortex gun, as I believe it's called, and we're going to try to use it. Got some players hanging out over here, so it almost locks on like a rocket launcher. I'm going to see if you can like shoot players with it. No, but we'll just go ahead and take a shot out over there. I want to see it actually get a kill. So you get 2 shots, maybe 3 if you're quick. I'm not able to actually do anything with that first use of it, but we were able to at least like kind of get a feel for it. So yeah, it almost shoots like a rocket launcher. So keep that in mind. Nice little double kill there coming out of us. Keep using this advanced UAV to our advantage. Very, very good range kill coming out of the weapon as well. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a very versatile gun. Definitely, it's probably going to be one of the best of the next season, as long as nothing gets like super buffed or nerfed. I'm thinking with like the current meta, this is going to be the most versatile weapon. I would say it most similarly compares to like the RUS as far as like feel goes, but with less recoil. Oh my god, teammates get nukes. Oh, I've got a nuke, nice. Everybody just fighting bots in the test server, having fun. I'm gonna go ahead and call it in. Why not? Here comes another one. And once this nuke is finished, we should get our gravity vortex gun once again. So let's go ahead and throw in the advanced UAV, and then we'll whip this out if I can press it. So let's see if we can actually manage to get a kill with it this time around. Our team is just sort of spawn trapping left and right. It doesn't seem like it lasts very long. Hopefully. Let's see. So direct impact, I don't think it does anything but like suck players on in. I would really love to get a kill with this here. We got one more shot available. This could be an extremely deadly weapon in hardpoint matches if enemies have like hill control. So we'll go ahead and shoot that next to this player. Oh, it like instantly pulls them in and kills them. Okay. So after it does that whole like animation, it has another like explosion afterwards. So very, very interesting weapon. And I don't know how many of you guys just had caught that. I'll try to look into the sky and do this again. When you call in an EMP, yeah, there's like a huge EMP pulse in the sky. So that's a really cool feature. Oh my god, our teammates are just all calling in EMPs left and right. Oh, it looks like enemies are actually going to have like this little like electrical effect on them. Maybe like immediately after an EMP is called in. So that's pretty cool. Noah from Drop Shot Bots. Let's go. I got another EMP. Why not call it in? There you go. That's a really good look at the EMP and just the map in general. You got another advanced UAV. Sure, I'll toss mine into the sky as well. Got a player coming around the corner. Hit him with a double jump shot just so you guys could sort of see how that looks as well. Definitely the iron sight seems to have that like little bobble effect whenever you jump, which is pretty cool. And because of the way that the MP7 iron sight is actually like shaped, it doesn't seem like it's going to really throw off your shot all too much. Let me go ahead and call in the gravity gun one more time, the vortex gun, whatever it's called, and see if we can get a couple more kills. And just shoot it right over there. Nothing. I wonder if this actually has any bullet drop. We're gonna try to actually just like shoot it like that. No, it looks like it just like lasers straight forward. Can I walk into it? Oh, okay, I can. So that's what it looks like when you die to it. Speaking of that, the only other item I haven't used yet is actually gonna be the gas grenade. So it looks like it does maybe 1 damage if you're caught in the actual gas itself, but it definitely slows you down and it's definitely a little disorientating. So keep that in mind. It could be another weapon that would be pretty useful when breaking into enemy hardpoints. But yeah, overall, this is feeling really good. I'm really digging the MP7 right now, and I'm excited to see how the next season plays out. Once again, I have a really basic build for the MP7 on as well, so I'm assuming that you could have really good increased mobility and the controls wouldn't be too terrible. The only thing that really scared me was having horizontal recoil, but it doesn't seem like that's really too bad. It's not like a bobbing back and forth type of recoil pattern. It more just seems like a constant like up to the left. We'll actually just like shoot it in general here. Yeah, and as you can see, it's exactly how I said. It looks like it has a little bit of zigzag to it, but overall the weapon does feel really good. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the Peacekeeper coming soon as well. Again, if you guys want to watch us have some gameplay with that later on, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the channel so you get the notification as soon as it goes out. You can see we had a player right here actually rocking the Peacekeeper, and apparently this weapon has one of the fastest time to kills out of any gun in the game, so that's definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be another meta weapon, it looks like, and we have the same like animation about like Adler. With all that being said though, that is going to go ahead and do it here for our first season 13 beta video. Once again, we are going to have a lot more content coming out to you guys, so stay on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to go ahead and do it here for myself, and I will catch you all in the next one.